Hi, I'm Duncan, better known as Sugar Pusher. I'm a pastry chef, chocolatier, and digital content creator. I moved to Huntsville when I was 17. I originally thought I was gonna move away, but I've ended up really loving the vibe here. I actually started my career in the music industry. I was a singer-songwriter. I left the music industry in my late 20s. It was just a really volatile place, a volatile time for me. I didn't know what to do. My whole life I'd pretty much planned to be a musician and that was it for me. And so when it really came time to figure out what I wanted to do next in life, the only other thing I was ever really passionate about was baking, and so I thought, why not? And became a pastry chef at a fine dining restaurant. And I realized pretty quickly within a couple years that I really didn't like working in other people's kitchens. But when the pandemic hit in 2020, I have a compromised immune system and I needed something to do. So a friend of mine suggested that I start posting baking videos on TikTok. I did not think that anything was ever gonna come of that, but here we are. My first really big video had, I think, 21 million views, and it was just me scraping the frosting off of my zombie cake with a voiceover explaining that I have a cake that lives in my freezer that I frost and I unfrost over and over again for content. And then I started noticing this shift. And when I started posting tiny content on Instagram, that really started blowing up. Some of my tiny content has been reposted by Britney Spears, which has been wild. Imagine the scream that I scrumped when I saw that notification. So it's been really fun to see, what works, what doesn't, and always just trying to pivot if, something doesn't perform, not being discouraged, continuing to remember my why, which is the passion that I have for my job. I've always been a creative person. What I do now is such a great shift for me because for a while, when I stopped making music, when I left the music industry, I wasn't doing creative roles. For me, the best part of my job is doing what I love every day, getting to have fun, getting to be creative, getting to be my own boss is really important for me. I love every message that I get, every comment that I get. I love that my work makes other people happy, and that is fun. If you want to follow along with fun baking stuff that I'm doing, tiny baking, recipes, just follow along for fun.